Mile High, tuning back in for another one of them CannaPost Daily bangers. And I do apologize that we missed one yesterday. It actually was this one. My kid got a sprained ankle, so I had to take her to the hospital. And yeah, kids these days. But anyway, let's just jump into the article, man. It's crazy. In a day and age where we're so caught up in potency levels and, all that nonsense, that we don't have a better situation for testing cannabis and all the products that we put cannabis in. Even when it comes down to just the testing of flower, we've put up articles in the past week, actually, I want to say in the last month, even 2 months, just basically talking about how, testing companies themselves are coming under fire because they're falsifying results. Some companies are going under fire because every result that they give is too low, and it's just crazy. So in a world where we're just so hell-bent on knowing what the potency levels are, it's crazy to me think we don't have a better system for getting these things or getting that number accomplished. But yeah, basically right now what we're going to talk about is the testing of chocolate edibles. Basically, man, chocolate is shown to be one of those just like, those unicorn situations for the testing facilities, because there's so many little things that just change the end result, that THC level, that potency level. And basically what they've come to find out, that all the other things, like all the things that make up the chocolate, are the very things that make it so hard to test. Basically the sugars, the fats, the flavorings, whatever else is in that chocolate except for the cannabis is super hard to strip away. And when I was reading the article, I found it very interesting because we already know that THC sticks to fat cells. So I thought it was kind of interesting that they were having a hard time separating it from the fat in the chocolate. So I was just like, we should have known kind of off tops that was going to be one of those things that was going to be hard to get an accurate test from because of the fats in the chocolate. So yeah. Sorry, I got my blunt lit. Actually, drop my lighter. Let me get my blunt lit back up. There we go. I'm smoking with you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. You know what I'm saying? CannaPost Daily bangers, all day, every day. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. And then some more things that kind of threw them for a curveball, man, when trying to test these chocolates, is literally the fact that usually when you are going and making, you're taking a test sample, typically when you're, testing for stuff, the bigger the test sample, the more accurate the test results seem to be. The problem with the chocolates are the bigger the test sample gets, the more or the least accurate, or more inaccurate it becomes. So the smaller the test sample was showing a more accurate or true to, reality test result, but it was still kind of off. And the bigger you got up to, like, I was reading the article, they did even up to like a full chocolate bar, and it was getting less and less accurate to the true potency of that chocolate. Which, it can do one of two things, man. It can either raise a lot of eyebrows like it's done, or it could be one of those things where people just don't care because they want their product to maybe have a little bit more in it. But the thing about it for a business owner or a producer or even a retailer who's reselling these products, they have to still follow certain rules and regulations. So from a customer standpoint, I don't really necessarily see an issue, because every bud tender on the planet, any bud tender, any person who is trying to get someone to come on board with using edibles or cannabis in any way should always be practicing safe, like a safe approach to it. You know what I'm saying? Never you do more than 5 milligrams at a time unless you know your tolerances, and you know what you can handle, because edibles are a whole different beast. Really, marijuana in general, cannabis in general, just always take that it's better to be safe than sorry mentality to it. So I think this is really just a bigger issue for the retailers and the producers, because the states, most legal states, give these producers a variance, but the variance can only be between 10 and 15% depending on the state that you're in. And if the variance is that 10 or 15% lower than what you advertised it on, let's say it's a 100 milligram bar, but you're 10 to 15% lower than that 100% or that 100 milligram mark, then all you have to do is take those off the shelf, repackage them, not even repackage them, just relabel them. You just need to put a sticker over the potency to represent the new stick or the new potency at a lower potency, and you could sell it, and it's good to go. You don't really lose anything, right? Now, if it's 10 or 15% above that 100% or that 100 milligrams, you have to deem that product unsellable. It is unconsumable essentially by the state's rules. So those products have to be not only just taken off the shelf, but they have to be essentially destroyed. They can't be resold. They can't be relabeled. And that's a big issue for companies. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely see this being more of an issue with the companies and the retailers rather than the actual consumers themselves. Because I think, like I said, I think everybody should, and for the most part, does take the, responsible route when learning to consume and when they, are even a average or, expert consumer. So yeah, man, that's what that's all about. Just be aware of what you're consuming. Like I always say, always do your research, always, know what you're putting into your body. And yeah, hopefully one day we'll get this testing thing down. That's all I gotta say. But that's your boy Mile High tuning in, tuning out with just a little quick one for you guys. We're gonna go ahead and keep these coming. Just a little quick 5, 6, 7 minute digestible videos where you guys can just kind of see what it is that we're doing over on CannaPost Daily. Go follow us on CannaPost Daily on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys later, man. Love you. Peace out. Oh, hold up. Before I get out, shout outs to our sponsors, The Clear. Almost forgot to say that. And go follow them on The Clear CBD, The Clear _ Cannabis, The Clear Colorado, The Clear Concentrate. They have a few of them, but just go follow them all. If you see The Clear under anything, just follow it. If you want to check out some products, just look up The Clear on Leafly or Weed Maps, and it should show you or point you in the closest or into the direction of the closest dispensary that carries the products. And I highly suggest that you do that, man. I love you guys. There is no me without you. Ours, remember, live life high. And I'll catch you guys later on another dose of this CannaPost Daily.